Heat transfer, radiation, conduction, convection. It is important to understand the processes of heat transfer when learning about the Earth, because without the transfer of heat, the processes that occur within our Earth would not happen. Understand that heat travels, cold does not. For example, when you hold a cup of hot chocolate in your hands, the heat travels from the hot chocolate to your hands. There are three ways that heat travels: conduction, radiation, and convection. The conduction is a transfer of heat from a warmer substance to a cooler substance through direct contact. When two substances or objects come together, the particles collide. The energy from the faster moving particles, the hot substance or object, is transferred to the slower moving particles until the particles in both substances are moving at the same speed. An example of conduction would be touching the cookie sheet that just came out of the oven. Ouch! Radiation is the transfer of heat through space on electromagnetic waves. Do you ever feel heat but you can't see it or physically touch it? That would be radiation. An example of radiation would be when you are outside and you can feel the sun's rays on your face. Convection is the transfer of heat in a fluid through currents. When you boil a pot of water, the water closest to the burner gets hot first, becomes less dense, and rises, while the cooler, more dense fluid goes to the bottom of the pot, creating a current. The warmer water rises while the cooler water sinks. The process of convection explains why tectonic plates move. Convection currents occur in the mantle and outer core, with the heat source being the center of the Earth. The rock closest to the core gets hot, less dense, and rises toward the surface or crust of the Earth. At the same time, the rock furthest from the core is cooler and more dense and is pulled by gravity towards the core, creating a constant current. These currents are most important and necessary aspect of Earth's processes, such as mountain formation, sea floor spreading, subduction. This movement also causes earthquakes, volcanoes, and continental drift.